What's up, guys? This is Jackson. I'm just here to lay out the strategy I use to kill Amygdala in the Defiled Chalice and acquire the chalice that has Queen Yarnham inside of it. That's my next journey, if you will. I'm not that great, so I figure if I can do it, pretty much anyone can do this. So at this point, you know Amygdala fairly well. I mean, you've probably killed her. Like, at this point in the game, like, I've killed her twice on 2 other characters, plus twice on this guy. So I've killed her once on 2 other characters, plus twice on this guy in New Game and New Game Plus. So I know her very well, you know, I know her moves. So she has these moves where she dips her head low and she kind of leaves herself exposed. I call these like safe moments, because for me, like, I'm not that great. So for me, this turned into a time fight where it came down to me outlasting her. And so I hung back, just let her do her thing, till finally she was allowing me to hit her with like those. I mean, I missed her right there, but you can get her right there. The best is when she does the ground slams and then she dips her head down for a long time. But basically, I was only attempting to hit her head. I mean, I worked her hands over a little bit, you know, here and there. But my main focus was just my health pool and her head. That is what I was focused on. So her health can be distracting too and daunting even at times, especially when you feel like you've been in it forever and you look down and it's only a little bit, you know, out. Don't feel discouraged. Just keep going. Don't even look at her health. Focus on that head and your health. That is the important thing. Okay. So you're going to want to get yourself also a cannon +9. This thing is key to my strategy. So it's going to come in handy later on with the bone marrow ash. It's going to be an absolute necessity. Okay, so for this, I skipped ahead to just show you when she transitions to phase 2. Through the visceral attack that I'm able to land. That's just from constantly hitting her head. I think in total I got 2 visceral attacks on her in total before I was able to kill her. So, and the second visceral attack was actually after phase 3, and I was able to get her to stagger with the hand cannon, which is, or the cannon, I call it a hand cannon. Wow. Anyway, I guess it kind of is. You hold it with one hand. Fuck it. Anyway, that thing comes in, so I couldn't figure out in phase 3 exactly how to survive, because she was just so aggressive and so crazy with her arms, and I kept getting her down to literally I could have thrown a wet kitten at her and killed her. And I just, you know, I had no Molotovs or whatever equipped. I was like, I didn't even think to equip them. And then finally I was thinking in my head, I was like, I'm gonna try this hand cannon. This cannon, you know. And I went in there and I hit her in the head with it, and it staggered her immediately. And so when phase 3 became a problem, I started to save it for phase 3. And it's +9. This is it, okay? So like, at some point, whether you're able to visceral her again or not, at some point she's gonna do this. This was my trigger to whip out my cannon. Right here when she does this, I pull out my cannon, I prime the cannon with the bone marrow ash, and I at this point I was just crazy, like dodging right or left. There I got her with the stagger. You shoot her in the head with that primed, it should stagger her no matter what. You get that visceral and then finish it off if you're feeling comfortable. I felt comfortable enough to do it. Anyway guys, I hope that helps. Finish her off with the cannon, poke at her for the start. Later.